Good day, class! Pag-usapan natin ang mga stories, experiences at feelings sa loob at labas ng apat na sulok ng klaso. I am Pipay, your host, and welcome sa episode 1 ng
Ma'am Sir Podcast.
Ma'am Sir Podcast is brought to you by JIJ Media, iAcademy School of Design and the Arts, and Q Studios. Good day mga Ma'am Sir and welcome sa ating Ma'am Sir Podcast. I am Pipay. I'm going to be your host for today and joined ako ng ating mga Ma'am Sir sa ating public and private sector. So bago ko papatagalin, let's all welcome our guests for tonight. Mga Ma'am Sir, let's introduce ourselves. Me lang, hindi saan nagtuturo, pero anong grade level ang tinuturuan and subject if possible. No? Sige, let's start with Sir.
I'm Joel Bansil and college and multimedia arts. So kung nasan yung mga baliw. In a good sense.
Yes, of course. For the students.
Yeah.
I'm Sir Zion, kung saan ang mga matitino. Di ba? I'm Sir Zion, teaching grade 4 and grade 5 English and mathematics. Alright. I welcome myself here in the podcast.
Yes, literacy and numeracy.
Yes.
Maraming salamat sa pagpapaunla.
Yes.
Salamat, Sir Zion.
Hello, I'm Evencia Pilais. I'm teacher 1. I'm teaching grade 3.
Grade 3. Ma'am Evans na rin.
Yes.
Hindi pa nagsimula, iyak na siya.
Tara natin.
Yes. Kaya to?
Yes. Mahaba-haba pa itong marami tayo pagkikwentuhan. Thank you, Ma'am Evans.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Madeline Batak. I'm an academic practitioner teaching psychology subjects.
Ayan, thank you so much, ma'am. Yan, mga ma'am and sir, no. Actually, you guys were invited for this podcast kasi we want to find out lang mostly our experiences as educators, no. A very noble but often forgotten, under-supported sector. So I think our viewers are very keen to ask ano ba yung experiences natin. Paano day in the life, kumbaga.
Yeah.
Yung mga sumisikat sa TikTok. Wow, parang ano nga ba experience ni teacher? Good and bad, no? Pas yung mga sino bang mga nakatingin sa atin, bukod sa mga estudyante at magulang, mga pinagdadaanan natin, mga hirap, kumbaga. Gusto ko yung juicy.
Yeah.
Diba? Mga juicy naman para ano bang mga hirap o pinagdadaanan na walang iyak, Ma'am Ev. Tissue.
Experience kasi parang,
Oo. Pero ako, gusto ko talaga juicy muna. Mamaya na tayo support at inspirational. Ano yan?
Juicy agad. Kaya mo sagad.
Muna tayo agad. Juicy muna tayo. I wanna know, ano ba yung personally kasi as me being an educator, previously, nakatakas na ako.
Ba't naman taha?
Nakatakas na ako. Ayan, balik na naman. Bira lang. Pero, gusto kong malaman, what are talaga? Madami.
Gusto lang plural.
Parang marami akong bao.
What are your worst experiences as an educator? It could be anything, no? I mean, it could be with a parent. Well, hindi naman specifically for parents, but in general, what are your worst experience? What is na lang para sabihin naman, ang dami naman, para manghirap. Sige, what's your worst experience as an educator? Sige, balik na tayo.
Parang may bar rolling, di ba na?
Bola yan. Katulad kasi ng when you are in the classroom strategy mo, dapat may bola yate. Yes, ma.
Kala ko dice.
Okay. Worst. Siguro, looking back, ang number one thing that comes to mind, yung sinabi mong worst, is yung I always have the best intention in teaching inside the class to promote talagang yung quality education with the most integrity that I can offer. And then, ang interpretation pala on the other end, it was taken the wrong way. So, I came to a time for several years na para bang kasalanan na ang mag-promote ng tama at quality education. Naramdaman ko yon
Alright.
for several years. Parang siguro, kung sa years kong pagtuturo, parang kakalabas ko pa lang dun sa phase na yon na parang bawal na bang magpagawa ng activity? Masama na ba ako nun? Parang ang intention ko naman is for you to learn, pero it was taken against me because mahirap or ano. So para bang I remember praying to God. Sabi ko talaga, Lord, is this really the profession for me? Kasi kapag ka parang ang treatment lagi parang if the tuition fee is paid, the grades repaid as well, parang hindi ko ata kaya.
Teachers, ano.
Yeah. Tapos sabi ko, para bang ang gusto ko lang naman makapagturo ng alam kong tama, yung quality, yung hindi naman kasi ako performer eh. Hindi ako tumayo in front of you to please you or to impress you. Hindi naman ako performer. I'm here to make you learn. Pero parang ang daming years na naranasan ko na para bang mali nang gawin yon. And then sadly, ang dami ko nakikitang colleagues, some but not all, na para bang they really make learning easier for them to get mga flying colors na eval and all. And they did not know that the quality education is suffering. So, sabi ko, hindi ko kaya.
Parang na-compromise na.
Oo, compromise na talaga. Dumating ako sa ganong thinking, sabi ko, hindi ko kaya yun, Lord. Sabi ko, if this profession is not for me, if the education system is really like this, redirect mo na lang ako. Parang multiple times, susuko na ako because of that eh. Kasi I have the pure intentions as always, pero parang laging masama yung dating. So sabi ko, baka hindi para sa akin tong practice na to. So, from very beginning up until siguro the middle, ganon. Tapos sabi ko, I kept thinking, bakit kaya? Parang minsan, bobo ba ako?
Ganun talaga siyang moment. That's
Ako? Ganon. So sabi ko, parang hindi naman mediocre ba ako? Tatawa ko sarili ko. Pero ang na-realize ko, after multiple years na talagang inilaban ko, sige, yung fruit of hardworking years of experience, treat it as an investment, ma-earn mo yan, it will go, parang magkakaroon din yan ng reward later on. Not monetary, but yung, in terms of career growth, personal growth, siguro ang na-realize ko, ang pinakita sa akin ni Lord na sagot is that I was just in the wrong place. Yung, not all
Papatalis na natin yung...
Parang hindi natin mapunta.
Siguro in general, may mga lugar at pagkakataon at mga tao na hindi para sa'yo. No, ganun. So, hindi yung parang malibang education system sa country, hindi siya ganun. May mga lugar at pagkakataon lang na hindi para sa'yo. Talagang it will take you a while for you to find the right place for you.
I agree. I agree. Sobrang so I think it resonates a lot talaga, especially among the couch, no? And sa akin din, it resonates na parang, how do you choose it? Kasi parang, ang nakuha ko din talaga is parang may mga ka-colleagues tayo na nagpakain na sa sistema. So, di ba na parang, sige, gusto kong magstay sa trabaho na to, I'm just gonna give, mediocre performance. Parang, I'll
Tsaka you cannot drain
Just go with the flow.
kasi para bang technically speaking, empleyado ka, you need to provide food on the table.
exactly.
So parang nandun na naglalaban yung selfish interest mo na I did this job versus what you can offer inside the classroom.
Yes, exactly.
Eh syempre bata-bata pa ako noon, that's me before 25. So ang thinking ko pa medyo rebellious pa, hindi ito yung alam kong tama, hindi pa ako marunong magbalanse. Pero hindi ko naman sinasabing i-compromise natin yung quality education. Kumbaga habang nagmamature ka, nare-realize mo na rin paano lumaro, paano sumabay, sa kultura, ganyan. Kasi papasok ka sa isang environment, university, corporate, maano man, there will always be different culture.
Yes.
So dapat hindi ka tenacious in a sense na, hindi, ito yung gusto ko eh. No, dapat marunong ka rin makibagay at makiblend dun sa culture na yun.
Yeah, that comes with experience.
Matututunan na along the way. Pag nag-mature ka na.
Walang age review.
For teaching arrogant na
Ako, yung mga nanonood sa atin, sana, walang na magpa-age review dyan sa comment section.
Imbis na pagka tinanong namin, ano taon pa, sabi ko sana 23.
Abang naman, no? Pag ako ang tinanong, sabi ko, magki-quiz tayo, ma'am. Kung ako tatanungin niya. Sige, thank you. I also want to, I want to hear naman din from Sir. Kasi, thank God na hindi mga girlies ang kasama lang natin kasi sobrang maliit ang population ng ng male teachers natin even in the tertiary level.
Statistically.
Makuha sila. I think there still is a subtle difference then when it comes to treating male and female professors, just how there is a difference in treating male and female teachers in the basic education system. So I also want to hear what you could say is your worst experience. Medyo buo na yung sagot ni Ma'am Dapat fish ko pa sa kanya.
Sorry na.
Bigyan niya na ng buo. I'm gonna give you everything. Ika nga. Pero ikaw, sir.
Sige. So sa akin kasi college students, no. So ako yung the worst is, falling into the trap of, having a discussion and eventually an argument. Diba? So parang it is specifically to multimedia arts, these are creative people. So creatives are very passionate. So parang you will not give up. No, this is good. No, that's not good. So doon kayo magkakaroon ngayon ng balat. So for me, yun yung worst. Yung tipong when I go home, marami. Marami na talagang tipong, it would really push your buttons. Tapos, pag uwi mo, parang ramdam. Dapat pa nagalit ako, dapat hindi ako nagalit. And it really,
Pero may
sobrang mabigat, di ba? Pero, college kasi, di ba? Parang, may sarili na yung isip. Pero at the same time, professor ka, parang feeling mo naman, you're stepping on a boundary. Kasi may mga students na magaling makipag-argue, makipag-usap. Meron naman at tipong parang you feel na you are not respected.
Yeah.
So for me, yun na.
Medyo aggressive, no?
Medyo aggressive, yeah. And so far, hindi naman ganun karami. Pero for me, yun yung tipong worst.
Gosh, the patience, no? Nandito
Oh,
pa si
yes.
Sir,
It
no?
is
The
a patience.
Talaga. Tayo talaga ang madami. Madami talaga tayong ganyan. And I feel you, sir, no? Kasi nung nagturo din ako sa Kuya, tanongin ko yung taon, no, audience. So, mga nagko-comment dyan.
Filter ba yun?
Pa naman nagko-comment sa comment section. Pero, nagturo ako ng mga engineering students and this was summer, no? So, syempre, ang mga tuturuan mo, mga naka-5th take na, 6th take niya. Tapos, they can't, you sort of feel frustrated with students kasi hindi makahanap ng humility.
Oh, yeah.
Hindi makahanap ng humility na kasi sometimes you ask yourself, is it the student's fault? You always ask naman kasi if it's the student's fault or the teacher's fault. Eh. A lot of the times, it's always, the society tells you, it's the teacher's fault.
Boils down in
Hindi siya pumasa. What have you done?
teacher factor.
Teacher factor.
Could have been teacher factor or
Kaya, but with college kasi they have autonomy They have much more autonomy na already. So it's very difficult na parang, hello, dear, college ka na. Parang find a little bit of humility if this is already your 5th take. Parang, pang-limang take mo na to ng physics 1. This is a first year subject. Parang, kasi physics major ako. So parang, physics 1 na ito. And I mean, I understand not everyone likes physics like I do. Parang, ang lang is, hindi ko naman kita pinapag-solve ng Schrodinger equation. Diba? Parang, madali lang to. Kaya natin to. What's difficult for you? Thus, they cannot even admit to themselves na, sir, kailangan ko na tulong. Sometimes kasi that's what you have to.
It's really hard for them
Actually,
to say na may
Actually, totoo yan, di ba? Yung parang tipong, when you think back, actually, nanghihingi pala ng tulong sila sa iyo.
Estudyante, yeah.
Pero at that time, clouded ka with emotions, di ba? So it's pag uwi mo na lang, doon mo marirealize, nanghihingi siya ng tulong, pero
You were the
na-oversee ba yun?
Parang the other way of speaking out na they really need help.
Yeah.
But we are blinded of our emotions.
Yes.
Kaya sabi natin ay, parang hindi naman to ganito. Parang, kasi naiinis ka.
Yes.
You are there right away giving judgment rather than understanding of what they really need to have. Parang mga ganun siya. So that is the loop of also of educators like us na somewhat at the end of the day would feel na, ay sana pala, ginawa ko na ito. Sana pala pinakinggan ko siya. When there's already parang nag-ano ka na siya, parang nanghihinayang ka rin, parang somewhat sinisisi mo yung sarili mo. Diba?
Ikaw tuloy may kasalanan.
So, yun ang guilt feeling. Andun yung guilt feeling.
Actually, that's what I want to hear naman in the perspective ng elementary teachers this time, no? Kasi, that's what I find innocent with elementary. It's so easy for them to ask for help. Ang dali sa kanila. Parang-
Kasi you're expressive.
Yes, they're very expressive.
Learners from elementary are very expressive.
So, gusto ko malapak ng worst experience kasi definitely it's not. Sa akin kasi nakapagdura ako ng elementary din before sa Catholic school. So, parang ako, anong worst experience is I definitely do not think it's with the students. Kasi so, parang sa akin, ano yung worst experience that you will say na parang, andito nyo. Mga heavens, tsaka sa'yo sa nagawa.
Sino mauna?
Isa kayo.
Bato-bato pick?
Pakita rin natin sa camera.
Alright. Sige. Ladies first.
Yes.
Ladies first.
Siguro yung first, naalala ko lang, mayroong akong isang bata na sobrang hindi mo siya makontrol.
In the
As-
sense,
In the sense na, ikot-ikot lang siya. Ikot. Wala siyang ibang gagawin. Very hyperactive na bata.
and regular class po.
Yeah, regular class. And then, on that time, you're going to teach and then there's a distraction kasi daming kayo tuturuan di ba? And then what we're going to do kung nandun yung bata? So, that was the time na pinaupo ko siya sa tabi. Sa tabi ko. We're teaching. So, yun yung worst time na nangyari sa akin na, ano ba dapat kong gawin? How are we going to do this? Na may bata katabi while you're teaching. So, that was the time na na-realize ko na kailangan ko talaga siyang intindihin, pakausapin yung magulang. So, parang sa akin naging worst yun kasi paano ko siya i-handle? Nang dami naman yung iba and then mayroon itong isa na distractive in the class.
The disruptions.
So, disruptions tayo.
Ano-anong tawag sa college? Ano yun? Kasi kanino doon.
No, gusto niya.
They really need guidance. May guidance.
So, that was a time na ang ginawa ko, after class, kinausap ko din ang parents.
How did that go? How did that go?
So, natanggap naman ng magulang na gano'n yung attitude ng bata. And then, nag-recommend kami ng tutorial or any assessment na additional para sa bata para makontrol naman yung kanyang behavior.
Most often kasi, the problem in elementary, parents are denial.
Yeah.
When you already observe that there are already problem for that, when parents are denial, it's gonna be hard for you to reach out. It's gonna be hard for you to lay down the problems. The real problems of that is not coming from the learners themselves, but from the parents. Because they hindi nila tinatanggap the recommendation. As a teachers, we are not in the medical field. We don't have the right to give further assessment na dapat ipaganto mo siya, ipaganto mo siya. Kasi we have only limited.
Yeah.
But what we center kasi is andun lang. And for me naman kasi, I would not focus on the learners, I would not focus on the parents, and even in the entire system itself. Should I say, I would not say that it is the worst experience. Being as a positive person, I shouldn't take that as a worst experience for me. But rather in a euphemism, I should say challenging. It's a challenge for me to myself.
For this universe.
Kasi when you talk about, as long as possible, I don't want to take the negative thoughts on even the negative words. When I read the questions, it's about words experience. I should have to explain my side that it's the most challenging part. When I was very overwhelming with the different activities, since I'm very active, and I'm proud that I'm a performing teacher. Katulad ko. Kasi performing ka talaga. You were there already. I taught already for almost 24 years. And I learned how to deal with different learners, with different personalities, with different characters, and even parents with different attitude and behavior. So I was very overwhelming with different activities, personal and professional. These two qualities coexist. Hindi siya pwede, inseparable siya. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na, magturo ka dyan, hayaan mo yung problema mo. No, it's not.
Hindi.
Because this is you. Kailangan mong harapin. I was hospitalized. It's because of over fatigue and somewhat depression. Even normal people. All of you, kahit nandito tayo, you experience when you are overwhelmed and burnt out. So, sabi ko, shock. 2 weeks. Parang I felt 1 week, then a week after, parang I felt not dealing with other people. I felt not, parang nawala yung drive. So I asked myself, this is not me. This is not Sir Zion. Kasi I have my passion to teach. I have my passion to change the lives of the young ones. Maliliit yan eh. Kasi sabi nyo nga, they really need guidance. Kailangan nila yan Not just in college, gawin mo to, gawin. Minsan may mga kanakalibit, teacher, ano pong gagawin? Teacher, pabukas po neto. So, I somewhat realized na, yes, wala na ibang makatulong sa'yo eh.
Yeah.
Even if you're sucking with such depression or such negative thoughts, walang ibang makatulong sa'yo kundi ikaw lang. I really need to stand up and then face the reality. This is me. So, pinagtibay ko lang yung sarili ko. Pinag-ano ko lang yung realization na
Teacher.
I am a teacher. The kids need me, and even the community of the school where I am teaching needs me.
Yeah.
Not because I need to be important, I need to be valued, but I need to do it because that is my passion. Hindi dapat mapatay ang passion sa puso ko.
Correct.
Of which now, ito yung mga 10 years ago, I survived. I survived, and then I continue to inspire my learners. So that's why I'm sorry if I could not say that is the worst experience, but the most challenging.
Yeah, it's very challenging talaga. And I think it's very sad, no, na parang kung pag-usapan natin yung experiences, and I think that's also something that resonates with Ete.
Oo.
Na darating ka talaga sa point na you're overwhelmed.
Parang mag-step back ka.
And ang sad din is parang the system expects us na parang deal with it ourselves. I think the system, sobrang helpful lang sana if the system will also help us to deal with it since we're working for the system.
Eh, meron na ngayon yung wellness program, health break. Sabi ko nga, ma'am, nung sinabi niyo ma'am kanina na parang worth it pa ba ako maging teacher? Parang should I go with the system? No. You need to stand out, stand, and be counted, and let your voice be heard. Kasi kung wala makakarinig sa'yo, sino magpaparinig? Kung hindi ka magsasalita, sino makakarinig ng boses mo? That's something that you need to be heard. It is not very arrogant, but it's something that you need to have to stand up.
Yeah.
This is me. Oh, this is me.
Sabi ko mamaya after inspiration na una. Ang galing ba?
Dugtungan ko lang yung sinabi niya, yung about sa treatment and all in parents being denial. Totoo yun. Kasi dati nag-intern din ako sa isang special education center, yan yung facility. So, talagang hindi agad matatanggap ng dumadaan doon. Lalo pagka in-explain ng teacher na parang there could be behavioral problem. Like, hindi pang, yung based sa description niya, hindi yun pang regular classes. Hindi niya kaya yun. Kailangan yun sa talagang sa SPED na
Di po ba, mama? It's really hard for to give assessment.
Tsaka hindi po talagang hanggang dun lang po kayo sa referral. O baka po pwede nyo ipa-DevPed or di ba sa guidance office natin ginagawa yun. So talagang mahirap kasi yung sinabi nyo, tama po yung sinabi nyo na yung pagka ang parents ay in denial pa, hindi pa, nawala pa sa acceptance. It impedes the treatment and the recovery of the child. Kasi long term yan especially pag mga neurodevelopmental cases. Talagang long term ang
Longest.
and the earliest the better.
Yes.
Kaya talagang magsisimula yun sa acceptance ng magulang.
Yes.
Lagi talagang ganun. Tapos yung sa experience naman ni Sir, na yung nagkaroon siya ng mental health battle and all, talagang totoo yun kasi ang treatment naman pagdating sa psychological, it's active participation Hindi yan passive na parang doktor at isang nakahiga. Passive yun, di ba? Kaya tama yung mindset na gano'n na yung I get to do this. Di ba parang yung minabasa ko dati, instead of phrasing it like, I have to do this, I get to do this every day.
Yes.
It's an opportunity for you to be thankful, to be grateful, na I get to do this, na minsan pinangarap mo o pinag-pray mo yung trabaho na yun, o nandun ka na, nakaka-stress na yung trabaho, ayaw mo na. Nalimutan mo na you once prayed for it.
Yes.
Kaya parang it's an opportunity for you that you have that problem. Kasi nung una, pinagdadasal mo nga yung trabaho na yun
Andyan na.
So, wala talagang madali. So, maganda yan for everyone na may mga pinagdadaanan. Kasi lahat naman tayo may kanya-kanyang battles. Hindi naman porke pakakang foundation namin ngayon, wala na kaming pinagdaanan. Bago tayo nakarap.
Wala, hindi ako maka-oo. Hindi ako mag-bihod.
Kahit ang bagong valiant siya, no? Kami sa mga downline. At yung gantong
Sa right and up.
smile, ganyan. Narang it took years for us to achieve this. Na marami pang kung dadaanan talagang lubak sa buhay.
And sana kasama siya sa training natin as teacher. So na parang, you don't have to be like parang self-less every day. Gotta show up.
You're not most of the time in a good shape.
Yeah, you just gotta show up.
Kasi marami may triangle. May rectangle, different sides of our life and different angles of our life. It's just a matter on how you face Yan ang talaga.
You gotta show up for not just for the students but also for yourself. Diba?
Dapat magsimula naman talaga sa'yo, sir.
Sa kanya
Kasi parang how could you set as an example for them if you yourselves may something? Yung titawag mo, meron pa ba? Yun yung mga questions na meron pa ba?
Kasi ano yung self-reflection yun eh. Tsaka maganda bilang educators, nare-recognize natin na hindi tayo Mr. Know-it-all, na hindi
Totoo lang.
na self-righteous, na ine-evaluate din natin
We might be jack of all trade, but we are not.
Sana yun.
Tsaka
We didn't
ang
master
sinabi
anything.
niya na yung nung time na hindi ako tuwa, pinagdaanan ko din yan eh. Yung ba't parang parang humihina, parang yung cognition ko, parang medyo humihina yung functioning. Di mo na yun eh. Di ba? Yung pagka talagang may pinagdadaanan ka, affected lahat yan eh. Yung interest mo in social activities, the things that you used to, enjoy, wala nang pleasure. Din ko na-realize na sa libro, ang tawag kasi dyan anidonia, yung parang lack of pleasure. Parang sa libro, ang bilis lang basahin ng lack of pleasure, anidonia. Pero pag naranasan mo na, you're like a walking dead.
It's easier said than done.
Yes.
Mga ganun.
Oo, totoo yun. So parang yung talagang for you to have that conviction and awareness sa sarili mo na hindi dapat mawala yung passion, bilang educators at sa mga susunod pang gusto maging teacher or professor, instructor, yun dapat yung number one na i-remind natin sa mga sarili natin.
Yeah.
Kasi above all else ng mga practices and professions na meron available sa mundo, talaga yung education na dapat yung burning passion nandun. Kasi sabi ko nga pagka may mga younger na nag-ano sa akin, nagkukwento noon na yung parang gusto ko maging teacher, gusto ko maging prof, ganyan. Nasabi ko, dito hindi ka magsusurvive if you are just after the monetary.
Ano mo, nakakatawa ganyan tayo lang. Yes. Gusto ko maging teacher. Sabi niya, isip ko mo nila, oo, kasi
Kasi talagang, di ba yung sabi ko nga, yung years na yung mahirap yung questioning mo, para ba ako dito? Talagang lagi mong ireremad yung sarili mo to always go back to your whys. Yung purpose mo, bakit ka ba nito? Ba't mo ba ito ginagawa?
action.
Diba? Kasi ang daming rason sa paligid, sa environment na pwede kang ma-demoralize, mawalan ka ng motivation, ng purpose. And if hindi ka stick or intact dun sa whys mo, na ano ba, naalala mo yung mga mukha ng estudyante mo, pag absent ako, ano kayong ginagawa nila, naghihintay sila sa akin. Yan yung mga simple whys eh. Na minsan pagka sobrang hirap ng sitwasyon, malilimutan mo. So dapat lagi kang grounded. Ano nga ba yung mga whys?
Mairiko ko lang, no? Kasi hindi tayo na parang lahat tayo. Alam mo, ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina. Sabi ko, mahihirapan tayong imagine i-turn off yung teacher. Yung teacher mode natin, no? Yung teacher mode natin talaga na hindi tayo makapagreklamo lang. Ako magreklamo na ako since hindi naman ako hindi naman ako mababawi sa susunod ko. Only, akong personally worst experience ko nung nag-sub ako for another teacher, ganyan. So, umakyat ako dun sa 6th floor ng
Ay, hanggang 4th floor na.
alamin na ako saan. Charay, oo. May mga estudyante ako nahuling nagda-drugs during my class. That was the worst experience. Because una nun, I didn't know how to deal with it eh. Parang, nakita mo umuusok din. Akala ko nga nung una, yosi lang. Nakita ko yung foils. Ay, mga be. Teka, hindi ko alam. Oo, hindi ko alam yung gagawin. So, that was definitely, tumatak sa akin yun as an educator na, ang laking bag, wala talagang magpe-prepare sa'yo for teaching.
Wala.
Walang bagay na magpe-prepare sa'yo for teaching. Kasi I did, in all my 4 years of training, parang sabi ko, kasi, to eh.
Sometimes yung mga trainings, no?
Oo.
Hindi mo siya ma-apply.
Hindi talaga. Kasi, nung nakita ko yan, hindi ko, parang ang utak ko lang, guidance. Kasi I'm not equipped to deal with this. When the expectation was, dapat you should be equipped to deal with that.
Yes.
Diba? So parang, yun yung worst experience sa akin kasi parang after nung nireport ko sa guidance, sinugod ako ng magulang. Kasi sinuspend yung bata. So they had to stay with their parents for a while, ganyan. Tapos nga syempre suspended. So, hindi daw sila makapagtrabaho kasi sila babadry sa sobrang sensitive issue niya. And worst experience sa akin yun kasi hindi yung sugod ng magulang. Yung nakita ko yung bata that they had to resort to that. What kind of environment are they in? What kind of environment are they in that in grade 7,
It boils down to the,
you see, nagulat na talaga ako.
the environment where they came
Grade 7
from.
ang hawak ko eh. So, nagsub ako dun for another teacher na grade 7 din yung hawak. May sakit siya. Anyway, pagpunta ko dun, yun yung makikita mo. It was a classroom of dapat 35, there were only 50 people. 5 bata pang lalaki na nasa likod, boys at the back. No, ang gumagawa ng gano'n. That was really tumatak siya sa amin.
Most like kasi andun yung junior and senior high ng mga learners.
Sabay yun na.
Experimental kasi yun.
So,
So,
worst experience. Grabe, I mean, bilang batang teacher, no, sino makikita mo? Sobrang,
so that was the reason bakit ka na...
hindi naman. Like, iba na reason. Pero it was very, very shocking. That was
Akala ko yun, sa chromatic.
It was, I think, traumatic both for the student and yung, nakita niyo yung mukha ko na parang, gano'n, gulat, natulat. At sa akin, grabe yung takot. Yung takot also for the student. And parang, ang bata mo pa to be doing something like that. Parang, you should even be doing something like that anywhere near a school. Parang, I mean,
Kaya there is really a need to have a constant communication between the parents and the teachers. Kasi sometimes also, in our classroom teacher, ma'am, sa amin, not most often times kasi na dapat tawag ka ng tawag agad sa mga guidance is, tama yun sila. Those were trainings that we have not learned by the book, but by the experience. Now, if that time comes, it is for you.
Yeah.
How are you going to deal with that? It is a sensitive issue kasi may mga minor yan sila eh.
Yeah.
There are, we call them as child at risk. Those things na ginagawa nila belong to child at risk. Yan. So you could not right away give recommendation or your judgment based on what you see. At least they should undergo process the right way. Hindi yung, uy, no. At least, okay kayo, sir.
I mean, ako yung takot ko pa nga nun is the process also that is in place to support the student as well. Kasi syempre, mamaya the interventions that will happen might be too late. Yun kasi yung concern mo eh. Parang ito sobrang urgent na, very immediate na sana yung intervention na kailangan. Tapos parang, kailan pa siya makikita ng child psychologist? Kailan pa siya pa mag-intervene with the parents? Yun yung takot mo kasi hindi mo siya pwedeng gawin eh.
Yeah.
As a teacher. Kasi you're not trained to, as their subject teacher lang naman nila ako, you're not trained to do that. So, yun yung nakakatakot sa akin ng intervention programs. Yan.
Tama yan. Kaya talagang properly course through. Tama naman yun.
Pero yun,
Ito not most of the schools naman kasi is may guidance counselor.
well,
Professional and licensed guidance counselor.
Buti nga
We only have
ganun
guidance
eh.
teacher.
Dati kasi 'di ba yung minsan kung sino yung malapit na mag-retire nagiging guidance counselor. Ganun dati. Buti nga ngayon 'di ba nagkaroon na tayo ng batas sa mga care facilities sa public school. Maganda 'yun na talagang counselors and ay graduate ng GC and ng psychology yung mga talagang para kasi dati time namin ang perception sa guidance reprimand eh. Diba? Yung parang, ay, magka-guidance ka, ay, ganon.
Magagalitan ka.
Parang,
Masisuspend ka.
at least ngayon, because of the mental health law and yung mga care facilities, nagbabago na yung perception na, pag kami problema ko, bumabagabag sa'yo, you can go to the guidance office and approach the guidance counselors. Yung mga ganyan. Tapos yung pagka, sabihin natin may nakita kang mga ganong klaseng sitwasyon na nag-substance use o parang hindi naman mali na i-refer. And yung kung sino man yung tao na nandun na guidance counselor na nag-refer ka, alam niya rin sana yung tamang gagawin. Na hindi parang ipahiya yung bata o parang hireprimand yung bata kaagad-agad. Hindi naman kasi ganun.
Proper training.
is proper training.
Kaya maganda ngayon yun sa implementation of
So, baka naman nalulungkot na yung comment section. Sabi ko na ba naman to? Parang
Isang question pala, isang oras na.
Sabi gano'n.
Isang question pala, isang oras na. Baka naabutin tayo ng dalawang araw dito.
Napatingin ako sa
Ipinagsama nyo kami.
Oo, syempre ang mga teacher, di ba? Daldalan talaga.
Madaldal talaga may nature yan.
Naloka na ako sa euphemism. Is it worth of challenging?
Kapunta na tayo. Grabe talaga. Grabe. Pero pivot lang natin ng kaunti, no? Since I was asking about your worst experience as an educator. Pivot natin ng kaunti to the other end of the spectrum naman. Let's go to some of your most meaningful experiences as a teacher. Kasi we've talked about challenges, we've talked about, specific ones like I shared, tapos yung mga more generalized mga hirap natin, nagdanas ng mga teacher natin. This time, let's talk about more meaningful. Kasi, honestly, ako lang, just to say, the passion na sabi natin dapat hindi mawala sa, as a teacher, I don't think there's a question naman na mawawala siya. It's more, paano ba siya natatabunan ng mga experiences mo? Nandun yun eh. So you just have to be able to to like parang hukayin mo siya ulit pabalik at makita mo ulit kung nasan yung passion na yun. And I think what helps that are meaningful experiences with with our students, with parents, and with society at large. At large? To Mama Evans, ikaw, I want to hear, especially with elementary, super sweet ang mga bata. No? Super sweet. So,
Grabe. So, ang sa akin naman, yung meaningful na experience ko doon, yung makikita mo silang nag-smile sa'yo. Yun. And then, yung nakikita mo yung growth nila, na yung akala mo yung time na, uy, ito yun si ano eh. Ito yung batang tong ano eh. But then, nakikita mo yung growth niya na, okay, ganyan na pala siya ngayon. Oh, nagtatap na siya. So, yung ganun. And then, the best talaga na kasi mostly nasa lower section ako. So, parang, hirap ng bata na, paano mo madali silang matuto. Paano mo silang maiangat agad. Na ganito dapat, yung ituturo mo, makukuha agad. But then, makikita mo, parang wala. Parang nakaganon lang sila. But then, after a while, pag nakikita mo yung minsan bigla na lang click na, uy, may natutunan na pala to. O yung ganung bata, may nakikita ka ng, kumbaga, changes sa kanya. So, parang na-flip din yung, yung sarili mo na, uy, may naibigay pala.
May kabuluhan.
May kabuluhan pala yung paghihirap. Alam mo yung ganun. And then, ang pinaka-the best talaga sa akin yung pag-uuwi, yung magbe-bless siya sa'yo. Tapos, teacher!
Parang HB lang.
Yes.
Parang HB, baka kasi may nagmano na rin sa akin.
Kasi in our culture kasi, ang pagmamahal is a sign of respect.
Yes. Sa school namin, ganun siya. Pag nakikita ang teacher, biglang tatakbo, mag-bless. And then say, hi, teacher! Yun yung pinaka-experience ko na parang everyday, kailangan ko mag-grow pa. Kasi nga, nakikita nila ako as teacher na, uy, naalala nila ako. So yun, parang...
Thank you, Ma'am
Napaka-
Evans. Oo, napag-ano. Alam mo naman, ako'y ina. Ganun na,
Ina, anak, ama.
Narigalan siya.
Ina, ama, anak.
Ay, o bilang medyan ka na, ma'am.
Sa akin naman, best na yon. Unforgettable experience. Even sinabi ko kanina, in my challenging experience, I was hospitalized. So, there was one kid kasi, I know all of us, syempre dumaan tayo sa, may mga bakas ng kahirapan, sinabi ko sa inyo. Di ba may mga recess, may mga lunchtime. So, itong mga batang ito, parang, lagi lang siya nagdadaldal. So, wala siya. Sabi ko, kailan darating ang baon mo? Mamaya pa po, sir, ihahatid. Hoy, alas 12 na, mamaya ba ihatid? So, I went to the canteen. Siyempre, hindi man ako mayaman. Umutang ako doon sa canteen. Kasi pwede kami umutang. Pakilis ka doon, pakibigyan ng isang ganito. And then, it's really hard kasi for the kids to express. Siguro mulat na sila sa kahirapan na most of her classmates may mga baon. Siyempre, I could not take na titingnan siya kasi I can see myself sa kanya. Na kahit mawala kang wag lang magutom ang isang tao. So, pinaiwan ko siya. Hindi mo pwede, hay, laka dito, wala ka palang kain. It's not. The approach, dapat hindi. Kasi, it's not the teaching that you teach them in terms of the academe sa mga bata. It's on how you will be able to touch their lives. So, pinaiwan ko sila. Diyan ka na lang. Hindi ba ako gano'n ka-expressive eh. Formal pa ako dati. Kasi di ba, so, diyan ka na lang ako. Ito yung pagkain. Kasi parang kanina pa, hindi talaga darating yung pagkain mo.
One na.
Then, buwan na, parang 10, isang dekada na. 1 o'clock na, 2 o'clock. Sabi ko, pag-graduate ka na yung ito ng diploma mo. Tapos sinabi ko, years later, even kung saan kami pumunta ng malls, kung sino pa yung mga non-achiever, sila yung mga sumisiga ng pangalan mo.
Yes.
Sir Zion! Sila yung yumayakap sa'yo. Pero, in a child protection policy, you don't need to respond sa yakap nila. In my case, kahit lalaki, physically, but sinabi nating in my gender preference, mahirap pa rin. Sa mga nanay kasi, you can. Sa mga nanay, ito pala. Sa mga ulitin ko. Sa mga nanay kasi. Sabi ni Mama.
May camera na uli
Yeah.
nila.
Sa mga nanay at sa mga girl, it's really easier for you to express your compassion, your emotion. But in my case, it's gonna be, there's a limitation. Here's later na hospital nga ako, sabi ko, ganun ko. May kumuha ng dugo, sabi ko, Sir Mark. Ay, ano ka na? Ano yung taga-tusok ng dugo, taga-kuha ng dugo?
Medtech.
Medtech ba yun?
Or medtech. Oh.
Basta, buti na, hindi mo ko ano ng laso, no? Mabait ako sa'yo. Sabi niya, ay sir, kamusta ka na? Yung parang ganun ba na at least you feel valued and important everyone na parang yun ang pinaka-the best ko na it's not a trophy that you could, but it is an experience that would be a testimony to also to others. That's something that humanity, sabi nga, juicy humanity. Yeah. It's something na hindi nila natutunan. Pero habang buhay, there is a what we call a chain reaction. Yung ginawa mo sa kanya, gagawin din nila yan sa iba.
Day forward.
Dati nga, naiyak-iyak pa nga ako din pag sinishare ko yan eh. Parang ngayon hindi na, di ba?
Ano tayo ngayon?
Sa iba, parang corny, arte-arte. Pero sa akin, it's the greatest achievement that I ever had, that I would able to change the lives of the kid. And then, for the perspective of what humanity really is, parang ito talagang makatao. Kasi kahit gaano katalino na isang bata, pag iba yung ugali, for sure tayo mga teachers, but the most challenging part is on how we would be able to help those kids na nandito sa lower rank to let them feel that they are important. Kahit naman si Rosina sa atin dito, once you feel important, alam mo yun, ang kasabahan, alam mo yun pakiramdam. Ay, importante ako, may mga importansya. So I should do this. Kasi kahit sabihin mo, gumawa ka. No. Pero pag you motivate a kid or a learner or even a person, it's not easy. It's not hard for you already to motivate. Kasi siya mismo, gagalaw na yan.
Yeah.
Buti hindi ako nilagyan ng lason. Mas stricto kasi ako.
Well,
I was strict.
kailangan naman.
I was strict. I am strict. I was strict. Baka sabihin, English nila. I was strict. I am strict. I was strict. I am strict.
Pero hindi ko makakalimutan, ilang mo ako nanay.
Ginalo ko yun. Nang ginalo ko yun.
Yung
Margaret,
action
ginalo
niya.
ko.
Para makarecover siya si Sir. Para makarecover siya.
Like, ganyan din ako sa kanya, yung parang binilan niya. Ako naman binigyan ko, hindi nanay Binigyan ko ng pamasahe. Kasi kataka ako, first period ako, lagi siyang late. Sabi ko, late, ganyan. Hindi kinausap ko, sabi ko, ba't paano lagi ka late, ganyan. Kasi po, ma'am, naglalakad lang po ako. Yan, layo yung distance mo barangay. Parang
High school?
ano yata, parang first year college something. Basta years back. Tapos sabi ko, sa simula ka naglalakad? Sa ganito, dinescribe niya, so parang mga 3 barangay na distansya. Tapos sabi ko, bakit ka naglalakad? Nasira po kasi yung bike ko, nasira nung pinsan ko. Parang siguro hiniram, ganyan. Tapos sabi ko, sige, bakit ka naglalakad? Wala po akong pamasahe. Ma'am, nung time na yun, parang 7 lang yata yung pamasahe. Wala pa
Ngayon
siya-
12 na.
Wala
Ay,
siya
13 na.
Wala siya
Nag-grab pa
doon.
siya.
Tapos sabi ko, paano ka kumakain sa bahay na po pag uwi? Ganyan. Wala na lahat. Tapos sabi ko, sige ganito, huwag ka mahiya. Pagka wala kang pamasahe, senyasan mo ako sa faculty office. Bibigyan kita. Ganyan. Hindi, ganun siya. Naiya siya siguro. Eh di ba, lumabas ako. Wala kang pamasahe. Ganyan. Opo, mami. Eh di, binigyan ko siya ng parang 50 pesos pa noon. Sayang. Para kasi, di ba, iba pa yung 50 pesos dati.
Malaki-laki.
Oo. Tapos sabi ko, ma'am, ang laki naman po nito. Ganun pa yung reaction niya. 7 lang naman po yung pamasahe. Ganun pa siya. Tapos sabi ko, hindi okay na yan. Magmerienda ka na. Ganyan. Basta huwag ka maglalakad, Kaya parang dun mo ma-realize na yung talagang you really have the heart.
Isa yan, di ba? Ano?
Oo, dun mo na-reeling na if you have...
Fulfilling.
Oo, fulfilling siya. Tsaka, at the same time, may mga ganun palang bata na talagang nag-i-effort. Parang dun mo ma-realize na swerte ka pa rin. Swerte pa rin yung iba. Yung ganun.
Parang you are making yourself a blessing or a channel of blessing to others. Kasi sa atin, we are earning. Sabi mo kanina, ma'am, yung mga pinagdadasal ng iba, nakuha mo na. Parang mga ganun siya. So, fulfilling. Nakakayak ba? Walang tissue.
Pero tingnan. Kami yung lalabas sa Sirical, di ba?
Sa akin, I think yung pinaka most fulfilling is yung not all, may mga few students na talagang they treat me like equal. For me, yun yung namimiss ko talaga. Na parang because when you are a teacher, professor, parang they always look up to you as something above, yeah. Pero ang hindi nila nare-realize is you also an ordinary person, may feelings and everything. So may mga students talaga na parang magugulat ka na lang na parang nasasalubong mo, and then they will talk to you very casually. They will even drop the sir. Yeah, and they will just call you Bans, ganyan. And then sa akin yun yung pinakakait. Yung tipong, beyond classes. Yung tipong they talk to you normal. Di ba?
Nakapasok na siya sa system.
Yeah. Aside from dun sa mga makita mo sila maging successful, because alam mo naman magiging successful sila in your future. Diba? Pero yung tipong, nagkaroon kayo ng siguro maybe friendship na tipong na beyond classes. For me, yun yung precious.
Grabe. Ako, sobrang meaningful din talaga sa akin. I think you guys will agree with me. Learning is never easy.
Yes.
No, hindi madali ang pagkatuto. Kahit anong klase ng pagkatuto ay hindi madali. So, the fulfillment comes from not making learning easier but guiding the students through that difficulty. Mahirap talagang mag-aral, pero talagang matuto. Especially when you're dissecting, you don't have any idea with. Ang talaga tayo, no? And I think yung paradigm shift niyan over the past few decades na parang hindi kayo tagabigay ng knowledge, but rather you guys are guiding them instead to the existing knowledge that's already accessible to all.
Parang facilitator, moderator.
Yes. And na doon yung fulfillment, I think, na mahirap talaga mag-aral. In the words of Karen Davila, beer. No? Hirap sa mag-aral beer. Pero, ano talaga natin? ang fulfillment ay nandun as teachers to be able to guide your students towards you. I-navigate yung difficulties ng learning at somehow at the end, get them to the lesson that they want to learn.
That they needed to.
Tsaka sana students also appreciate na pag nararamdaman nila yung hirap at yung frustration na hindi yun kabawasan ng professor or ng teacher. Ibig sabihin, you are learning.
Yes.
Pag nahihirapan ka. Kasi pag madali yan, ibig sabihin, you're not learning. You are not being transformed.
Sa physics, lagi namin sinasabi,
Diba?
at sumakit yung ulo mo, ibig sabihin ginagamit mo siya. Pag ang puso, diba? No? Pag yung puso yung masakit, lagot.
Kaya kasi parang pati yung pagkakaroon ng standard. Bisa nagre-reklamo pa iba, ano ba yun? Parang taas naman na standard ng teacher namin. May mga ganon. So parang pagka-challenging ang isang classroom environment, ibig sabihin, you are learning because transformation doesn't happen in the happiest times. In the easiest times, hindi na to. Yun. Alala ko yan kasi sinabi yan ni Pastor Peter Tanchi nung sa Sunday service na parang transformation doesn't happen inside the classroom. Transformation doesn't happen in the happiest times. Transformation happens in pain and in suffering because that's God's design. Yun yung parang tumatak sa akin na minsan hindi natin na, syempre pagka-clouded yung judgment mo, mahirap, malungkot, masakit, parang ba't ba to nangyayari? Pero pag nadaanan mo yon along the way, din mo ma-realize na natuto ka. Nag-transform ka, nag-improve ka as a person. So, yun pala eh.
Good transformation.
Good. Yes, diba? Talagang, ika nga nila sa DepEd, transformative education. No, yun naman talaga dapat ang goal natin as teachers. Ayun, huwag na natin pahabain. No? Maraming salamat mga ma'am, sir. And maraming salamat sa mga nanonood ng podcast na ito. Thank you so much for giving your time here at our Ma'am Sir podcast. Hopefully, masamahan niyo ulit kami for our next episode in this series. Wow! May series na siya! Okay. Thank you so much. Ayan.